Yes, the second time he came.
Yes.
He came.
Which hasn't happened yet.
Which hasn't happened yet, I don't know. I guess you guys have been paying a lot of attention at service.
More than you, it seems.
More than me. Sometimes
know.
I just say things because nobody's listening, but they're all true. All of those things are true.
Huh. You seem a little shaky with that.
Oh no.
You're shaky, just in general.
No. Well, I shake quite a bit, but that's just the
He's
pansy.
perp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing, but
I don't think it is a thing. I think he's just making it up.
it's
you don't
okay.
make things up.
We're all just gonna die and go to hell anyway, so
we're good.
So we're good. But we do need to all sacrifice children to Moloch. So
see, that's the part
I take all of the bastard children of the band members and I sacrifice them to our Lord and Savior Moloch.
And they become ice demons and wage war on humanity.
That's just an old George R.R. Martin tale.
Hey, isn't that where the church is located? In Santa Fe?
Yeah.
Where George R.R. Martin lives?
No, it is. We're best friends.
It's on the corner of 29th and R. Martin Street.
Yes, they misspelled his name.
Yeah, well, is it that or is it... Because I didn't know if it was that or Martin Street.
Well, it's not really like that. He's also a pirate. So it's R Martin Street.
Okay.
R Martin Street.
Oh, Martin. Gotcha.
Martin Street.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I thought it was Martian Street.
No, that's over in Roswell.
Oh. It's kind of a...
Roswell,
I mean, there's
Spain?
pencils laying all over the place and pads and whatnot. You know, like little...
Question marks on them.
I mean, it's the sketches of penises. I mean, that's really all it is. I mean,
sorry.
it's just like a... But it's still a pretty sketchy area.
The ones I saw were question marks in the shape of a penis.
Oh, it's a hellscape over there.
Yeah.
Which means it's pretty nice as far as I'm concerned.
That's... Yeah.
Anyways, so, as we all know, churches like to diddle children.
Oh, hey!
I'm not claiming that the Church of Flying 69 does this, because, as we all know, the children are killed rather than diddled.
Exactly.
But
nobody touches the children. You wouldn't want to taint them for the sacrifice.
Yeah. So, anyways, but are there any sort of scandals going on right now? Like, I know you guys had that whole thing where you wore dead squirrel carcasses as condoms.
Oh, come on.
And tried to get bears to blow you, but...
Oh, please. Who's been saying things like that?
That story, I have to, just kind of a side note before you can address that. I have to say that story got Ryan so excited that he was just drooling all over himself. I mean, he seemed pretty lustful at that topic, just as an editor's note. Anyways, continue with your
comment.
With your lies.
That is not true at all. I want to refute that unequivocally. That never happened.
Unequally?
Not equally, not unequally, not unequivocally. We only use possums as condoms when we do that. That's not fair to say that about us. But Ryan, if you want to talk to me later, I noticed how interested you were in using squirrels as condoms.
What's going on here?
What?
Hey, guys, what are you guys whispering about over there?
Nothing at all. Bless you, bless you.
Jesus Christ!
Bless you.
Okay, I gotta wash this out of my face. Oh my God.
Jesus. It's just that the possum condoms are a little too large for me. I need something a bit smaller.
Oh, that's okay. We can always just cinch it off at the end. We do that for lots of the people in the congregation.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm
just a little embarrassed by it,
There's no need. I don't.
The hell are you guys talking about?
Huh?
We're talking about nothing.
So,
We're talking about a bunch of lies that the tabloids put in the papers
Well,
about us.
lies.
speaking of these lies you refer to, lies, there's air quotes around
Nobody
my
understands this on an audio format.
Well,
Not
it's an
a-
audio book, so they have the text there in front of them, too, if they want, as a reference guide. Oh, by the way, turn the page. Ding. Okay,
and go to page 224 if you pick option A, which is you killed them. But if you picked option B, which
You
made
wrecked 'em.
you wrecked them, RECTUM,
question
then
mark.
you go to page 1.
Ding.
Yeah.
Okay, so, when you're talking about these lies that you're referring to, again, air quotes, reference, turn the page again. Ding. What about the whole, pubic lasso, controversy? You care to weigh in on that?
That's such an old story. I can't believe you're digging this up.
Can't believe it's not butter.
Well, I've never believed that it was butter. I still don't.
I mean, I guess it was a controversy rather than butter. But, I will continue. Like, I mean, still, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, Then, like, tell us how, if it's a lie, what exactly, would you like to set the story straight or, curved? Maybe like
Your enthusiasm.
like an oblong kind of circle-ish, round or whatever, square. Whatever kind of shape.
Keep going. Name
Uh,
other shapes.
Like a pentagon, octagon, give it maybe a triangle.
Squaragon.
Squaragon, Oregon.
Aragon.
Origami.
Aragorn.
Salami.
Aragorn.
Pastrami.
Tommy.
Bahami.
Lami.
Hexagon. Did you already say hexagon?
No, I said sexagon.
I was like,
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
We're all adults here. You could say helagon.
yeah.
Okay.
Instead of saying heck, you could have said hell.
The
just
Strom,
saying.
Thermon.
Strom Thermon. Charlize Thermon.
Gwyneth Theron. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And that's it. What were we talking about again?
Pubic lassos.
Oh.
Pubic lasso controversy.
Look, the pubic lasso controversy is so out of date. I don't know why people like you keep bringing it up.
But
What do you mean, people like me?
Why don't you tell everybody what the story is?
No, I'd like to hear it from you. I'd like to hear it in your words. I mean, we all know what the tabloids have said. I'd like to hear it from your perspective.
You're gonna make me tell this story, huh?
Yes, I'm gonna make if you're not
This
not gonna stall out.
No, I'm not gonna stall out. I
You
just
seem
don't
kinda be
understand why.
stalling.
I don't understand why I have to tell everyone about these lies. The way I remember it is there was the old head of the church, Merman Roundgrass. He was at the local grocery store in Santa Fe, and I guess he took all of his pubic hairs out, and he turned it into a lasso and roped the cashiers
which
all
is just
together.
really one really long pubic
He
hair.
only had one, but it was like sewn into his body over and over, so he had a bunch of loops
Yeah.
around his crotch.
Yeah.
And so he took out his one giant pubic hair, and he turned it into a lasso, and he roped all of the cashiers, and said, "Ride 'em, cowboy," as he tied it to the back of his truck and drove off down the interstate. But none of that happened. I don't understand why we're bringing this up.
Okay, so what really did happen?
Well, here's the thing. Merman is this strange... I don't know why you're looking at me so strangely, but...
I'm aroused.
Merman was something of
in
an...
his eyes.
A little bit of fire
Some
in my desire.
in his
I mean, I'm your Venus.
I'm
You
your
got it.
Venus.
Oh,
I'm
baby,
your fire.
you got it.
Hey, goodbye.
No.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Of my desire. Of my rectum.
Blackbird. So, what really happened?
So, Merman is something of an eccentric, and look, he went into the grocery store, and he found just there was a pile of pubic hair on the floor already there. It wasn't his pubic hair. He found it, and it was already tied in a lasso, and he was really depressed that day, so he was
Just like every day.
just like every day. I don't know if you've talked to him lately, but he's
He's a pretty sad guy.
a pretty sad guy. And so he was going to make a giant spectacle of himself and say,
So wait, he was going to turn himself into a giant, like pair of spectacles, or just
Spectrum?
like a single, like a monocle,
He was going to turn himself
Like-
into a spectrum of spectacles.
like a one-eyed monocle.
he's gonna suspend himself from the ceiling
Mm-hmm.
and shine some light on himself and make spectacles for the kids to wear,
So he could attract them to the church.
so we could attract them to the
and
church
so
on
you
Sunday.
could
By the
sacrifice
magnets
them.
that were inside the spectacles.
Yes, they're the magnets that precipitated brain control
Right.
that he was going to use to then convince the children to come to the church so that we could sacrifice them at night to Moloch.
And if that didn't work, then you just have to turn on the big, electromagnetic, and then they just kind of get
And
all-
they had no choice after that.
Yeah, exactly.
They
just
were
kinda
wearing
yanked
those. They were wearing
them.
spectacles.
I mean,
with
as we
magnets
know,
in
he
them.
did have to nail them into their temples.
Yes,
So I mean, they
obviously.
weren't coming off.
Obviously.
I'm surprised the kids actually lined up for that. And
Oh, they loved it.
yeah, they really
It was
did
fun.
not.
They
Seem,
got-
There's like no fear in their eyes.
And when they got done, they got a lollipop. So,
Yeah,
And
that
got
does
killed.
make
so
it all
no
worth
big
it.
deal, right?
Lollipop,
But one of the
lollipop,
cashiers
lollipop,
didn't like what
lollipop,
she was seeing.
lollipop,
And
lollipop,
in the middle of it, she got
lollipop,
bumped by
lollipop,
Merman and fell down. And all of a sudden,
lollipop, lollipop,
all of the cashiers were, the story blows up from there
lollipop,
into
Like
a
the
bunch of
story
lies.
actually exploded.
lollipop.
Well, he did set fire to the store, but he didn't kill all those cashiers. They died of fire.
I
So the fire killed them.
The fire killed them.
love
That yeah, then I guess
Merman just started the fire.
Lollipops.
and we didn't. I just want to make that clear that we didn't start the fire.
No, it's always been burning since the world's been turning.
Yeah, we didn't start the fire.
As the world turns.
That's my favorite show.
No, it's not.
Now, one thing I like to
Your favorite show is 69TN, right?
I've never.
what was the TN stand? What was I never understood. Yeah, what was that for?
Yeah.
What did that stand for?
What does it stand
No,
for?
Ryan. I'm asking you.
Oh. Ted Nugent?
Yeah, 69 Ted Nugent.
Yes, it was a.
Channel.
Look, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't like to talk about it, but it's a show where they take this. You take your screen and they cut it up into 69 pieces, and in each one is a different video of Ted Nugent singing Catmandu. And. Or no, sorry, Cat Scratch Fever.
Oh, yeah.
And
No, it was Catman Fever.
Catman Scratch Do Fever. Doo-doo Fever.
Yeah, Catman
Did-
Scratch Doo-Doo Fever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it
How
plays.
does that go again? I'm trying to remember how it's been a while. I don't have a good memory.
I think it was like, I got the Catman Scratch Doo-doo Fever. Ba-na-ba. And then he says, that
I'm
again.
loving it.
Well, yeah, da-da-da-da-da. Nature Valley. Everybody knows that jingle.